There's a mistake people make with luxury watches that quietly can destroy value, especially repetitively making the mistake. And most owners think they're doing it right, when in reality, a lot of times they're not. They polish the watch, and sometimes they polish it over and over and over again, trying to keep the watch looking basically brand new. But here's the problem nobody really talks about. Every time a watch gets polished, metal's being removed from the case and the bracelet and the clasp, assuming you do a full polish. It's not getting cleaned. Metal's being removed. And once enough metal comes off, the shape of the watch can change. Now remember, we're referencing many polishes. The edges on the lugs can get softer. The lugs can lose definition. The case stops looking as sharp. And once that happens, collectors or dealers will notice immediately. Maybe a more novice buyer might not. This is why two identical watches can have a bit of a price difference, even if they're exactly the same reference number and same year, marked as the same condition. One stayed original and the other got polished to death, realistically, and it could drive a price difference. And the crazy part is most owners think the shinier watch is better, or the better one, when serious collectors usually think the opposite. Collectors, they care more about preservation of the watch than perfection. Normally, a few scratches is normal, some light wear is expected. That tells people the watch was actually worn and lived with, didn't just sit in a safe like a safe queen. But once the original lines of the case are gone, you can't bring it back. You can laser weld, but you can't bring it back completely. That's where value starts to or can disappear. And this becomes a much bigger deal on collectible pieces like vintage Rolexes, discontinued references, sharp cases, full sets. Collectors pay attention to that stuff immediately, and so do dealers. We see this all the time as dealers, buying, selling, trading, consigning, and servicing watches. Someone brings in a watch thinking it's in incredible condition because it looks super clean, but the second you look at it closely, you could tell it's been heavily polished over the years. And that immediately affects desirability and price. Now, to be clear, polishing itself isn't automatically bad. Minimal polishing or light polishing properly done by the right people can absolutely be part of maintenance. The problem is repeating the polishing over and over and over and over and over. That's where people quietly hurt their own watch without realizing it. Because unlike scratches, over polishing is permanent. You can service a movement, you can replace parts, you can refinish certain things, but you can't magically put metal back on the case once it's gone. And this is one of the biggest mistakes I see newer collectors making. They chase perfect condition instead of original condition. Those are not the same thing. A sharp watch with honest wear will almost always have stronger collector appeal than a watch that has been over-restored trying to look brand new, or NOS, new old stock. So if you're thinking about buying, selling, trading, consigning, servicing, or even polishing your watch, this is something worth paying attention to, because sometimes the watch that looks the cleanest are actually the ones collectors want least. If you ever want a second opinion on condition, originality, or whether a watch has been overpolished, we're always happy to help. Our information is in the description below. But let me know what you think. Would you rather own a sharp original watch with some wear, or heavily polished one that looks brand new? Guys, my name is Chris, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.